Okay, so we've got Mishra's Foundry as our rare. What's our... Got Burnished Heart. It's bad. I think pack one, pick one, Combat Thresher's fine. Dragon Engine's fine. What deck is Dragon Engine best in? Probably Boros? Yeah, followed by Rakdos. That makes sense. We know Boros, yeah. Boros for days. Swift Spear has felt less impressive now that the set has slowed down. But it's still a 1-drop. Having 1-drops is good. It just feels like in Boros it's kind of meh. Like maybe Warlord's Elite would be better? That can't be. That's just crappy too. What about Reconstructed? Reconstructed is a thought. So Spear is good in black-red. Blue-red's okay. I mean, the prowess, you get mad payoffs in prowess there. But I think it's best in the black-red deck. I'm going to go with the Reconstructed Thopter here. Kind of feels like... Run that. Harvester, I've felt like Harvester is good. If we end up in the black-red, I'm going to wish that I'd taken the Swift Spear. Like, Harvester is still decent. It's great in Boros. It's better than decent. It's great in Boros. Yeah, you feel gypped for sure, right? You know, Soul Partition could be good in Boros as a tempo play. I don't hate it. I do think that that commits us to going into the Boros lane. I don't really care for any of the other cards here. I mean, we're not committed, obviously, by pick 6 by any means. But, I guess I'm just doing Boros things every day. Every day is Boros. It's where I would like to end. So, Recommission is stronger in the other white decks, in my opinion, especially in blue-white. So I'll probably take Whirling here. How many events have you done, Doc? I mean, Vanguard versus Chromatic Star. Chromatic Star is a Rakdos card and a Izzet card. Black-red. Izzet, yeah. Lean towards the Phalanx to get the payoff with Soul Partition and Combat Thresher. Bad. It's just not. It's just like it's the first thing of filler in white. I don't really see anything else that I really could have taken the Chromatic Star on the bet that we are potentially black-red. Maybe a dozen. I'm only at 20. I haven't done a whole ton. Or like 20, I guess this would be 22. And if you count my alt accounts, I've done a little. Frontliners, a blue-white card, Power Stone Engineer. We'll take the Strongbowl. Generally, when I see Strongbowls in like pick 8, pick 9, it's a good sign that red is open. Yeah, well, when is the next set? We're like months away from the, or like a month, 2 months out from the next set. Calamity's Wake is garbage. We might play Rivalry. It does kind of feel like I've played a ton of Boros. Could be Supply Drop too. I think they're on the same, but we'll just take the Rivalry. Probably not play it. Nice. Do you ever play in the open or anything? Somebody's taking their sweet time. Maybe I've been passing just 2 stronger cards to my left side here. I don't know what to do. Medic? Vault Progress? Really, I don't want to play Medic. I don't want to play Rivalry. These are filler. We don't get there. We signed up for an open a little while back just to get the badass sleeve, but I'm not on tier with those folks. I don't know. It does seem like it's a fair amount of a commitment to try. I played a bunch of best of 3 and had the play-in points. Like, why not, right? Power Suit and Dredging. Power Suit for Vault Progress. Silex. I'm really glad I didn't end up crafting 2 of those for the draft. Oof, this is kind of this is the problem with this set, is that like this is a rough pack. Elite, maybe? Silex might see playing constructed, but I doubt it. Like, it feels so bad. Pack 2, pick 1 to be taking a Warlord's Elite, but you get these packs like this. Maybe elsewhere Flask is where it's at. Don't think it in Boros, not really. Take Elite. Brotherhood's End, that was in my like first deck I ever drafted. I was like, yeah, that should be okay. It's not. We could play a Combat Courier. That feels kind of disenchant, but this is feeling bad. Disenchant Combat Courier off color. I mean, like this, we're not even really getting anything that's like a signal that we should be going a specific direction, right? Like these drafts have just been brutal. Like the biggest signal here is probably Disfigure. And just going for black-red. You take Refractor before Flask? That's fair. The thing that's nice about Flask is that it has the ability to sacrifice itself if you do end up in black-red. compared to Refractor. Refractor's better for a splash, and I haven't been splashing a lot in this set. So we've got a prison sentence here versus the ambush paratrooper, and I think that this is slightly better. There's a bitter reunion, but prison sentence is definitely making it into the main deck. We have a ton of 3-drops. Not great to see. You value energy refractor pretty highly. Yeah, I think the energy refractor is decent. I don't know if I would say that I value it highly. I did earlier on in the set, and I think there are some decks that really like it. But it's kind of like good filler in specifically blue-red, which is kind of about those tiny artifacts, and then blue-black because of the card draw. And then, like, it's okay in black-red, it's okay in Simic, it's okay in Gruul. And then it starts to kind of peter off for me for Refractor. Whereas, like, the Flask is one of those that, like, I think it's better in a larger range of decks, but for a different reason. Demolisher, Disenchant, Emergency Weld. Ooh, man, we're just not seeing anything useful here. A second Disenchant. Starting to see some, I mean, like, Emergency Weld's a good black card, Gigamol's a good black card. We aren't sold on red. Could go into, like, a black-white area. I mean, like, what are we giving up for black, or for red, right? Like, Dragon Engine doesn't need to be unearthed. Those are some pretty decent signals that black is somewhat open. Ooh, man, Bauble versus Cohort. If Cohort wasn't here, I think it would be an easy Bauble pick. I really enjoyed Bauble Boros. But Cohort's gotta be it. Yeah, I guess maybe that's part of it, is that, like, I've been watching drafters, and I feel like their selection of cards has been maybe a little bit higher than ours. Iconoclast. Oh, that's good. We got an Explosion, pick 7. I guess red is open. Explosion over the Blast Runner. Goblin Blast Runner is not actually that good in Boros. It's okay. It's better in Rakdos. I think right now these disenchants are also in the potentially cut. We're just a 3-drop dot deck so far. It's funny that I say red feels so open, and then, like, we don't really have that many red cards. Yeah, it did feel like red was open. Is open. Airlift Chaplain is good. Good enough. Alright, Flask Wield. I think I like it other than, you know, Chain Dancer and Firebomb as the other options. I'll just take it. It's also Vault Progress. I still want to do the Flask into Corrupt. Is like, it's the dream. I want to do the dream. None of these are playable cards, so we'll just take this for Vault Progress. I'm hoping that at least in 3 drafts we'll get one that feels good. I don't think we Excavation. Similar, let's take the rare here. Very disciplined. Alright. It's good enough to go in the deck for me. So unless we have just a supremely magical hack 3, I think we're in trouble. Playing a lot of filler. Last runner on the wheel. It's good enough to be in the deck. Yeah. I think that because of its popularity, it's kind of like I have yet to play a soldiers deck that actually does well since early on in the game. It's just because I think it's really popular, very, very crowded. Oh dear, this is a choice. Another strong bull. I think we could probably use the Juggernaut over the strong bull. It's a tough choice. Depends on what we've got going. There is another welcome. We could take welcome with all of the 3 drops that we have, but it does kind of go the opposite direction then. Just this is such a huge icicle on 3. Ooh. I haven't gotten to play Draconic Destiny. I think I gotta play it once. It's definitely a card that's more powerful in Gruul than in red-white, but like, we'll take it. The double pip in red is problematic though. Alright, so this is just going to be a giant icicle on 3. Sky Strike Officer. What is with this? Like, this happened last time too. We got like a pick 3, just this like super late Sky Strike Officer. Discipline. What are we doing on creatures? A little low on creature. So we'd be taking the discipline over probably a Whirling Strike. It's in. This is definitely a deck that, like, if we run this Combat Thresher as a 3-drop, we have 1 4-drop. We're gonna run a small amount of lands. Problem is 3 is not 2. Having a giant icicle on 2 is fine. Having a giant icicle on 3 is not so great. But all of the cards that we've gotten so far have been 3 drops, and so that is what it is. Evolving Wilds, if we had a whole bunch of goblins, we don't this time around, so I don't think the Evolving Wilds is a very important pickup. We'll go with the Airlift Chaplain. We also didn't hit any of we didn't hit any desks. Blue-red would have been in an interesting spot. I haven't drafted a whole lot of blue-red. But blue does seem to be a color that seems to be relatively open a lot of the time. Bitter Reunion is kind of meh. Another struggle. Military Discipline. I think we're going to run 3 Military Disciplines if we could. We have a ton of Strong Bulls. Do we have any artifact synergy for sacking them, though? Not really. We have 2 Explosions. Guess we've got the Scrapwork Cohort. Rivalry. This is looking like a train wreck, though. I will be happy if we get 3 wins out of this. I already have one of these in the sideboard. I'll just take this for Vault Progress. Medic. Doesn't matter. Somebody the corrupt. Ornithopter. Ah, dang it. I was like, maybe we actually do play Cavalry. Question mark for me. Cavalry was like, it's. I'm gonna cut the lands. So I didn't want to take it. Alright. Maybe Cavalry would have been a good choice. Alright. Oh no, it undid all of the stuff that I just had. Okay, with one here, let's cut this for now. That's clear. The Thresher is clearly coming back. And then we're going to cut anything that's kind of meh from the 3-drop area. Like Elites out. The rest of it's all pretty decent. Good. Now let's see what our, so 2.5, that's not low enough to run 15, but we can run 16. Double, we do 9 for Draconic Destiny and Dragon Engine. So if I had to choose, we want to have, we have enough removal that maybe it's a disenchant. And then we're cutting, definitely cutting one more probably cut one Whirling Strike. Put the Thresher back in. Destiny. Yeah, it's definitely, I'm getting to know much more of the Magic community by playing in the tournaments, so that's huge. And getting invited by Isaiah because I made it to the finals of Draft Club is great. So I think eventually there might be some stuff that comes out of it. Scrapsmith's kind of a meh card. Ooh, they got Cohort though. They've got some cool sleeves going on. Alright, they got the Dragon Engine, which I also think is kind of a meh card. Choices, choices, choices. Probably Airlift Chaplain here. Could be early removal. Like I always say, don't hold on to prison sentence for too long. Yeah, it could be the hours. That's definitely true. Oof. Those are two great cards to see. Really want to do the disenchant on turn. I think that's wow. Oh no, because they can sacrifice Mutt to the explosion. That seems like a good thing to prison sentence, because we can always kill their dragon engine. Doesn't develop the board, but ooh. Doesn't feel bad. We'll have 5 mana. So we can play this and play disenchant. Feels good. And I'm not going to block their Mutt with Chaplain, so... Yeah, I was told to never stream between 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. Pacific. Just because there's so many people. Right, we take 5, we go to 11. But we've got good blockers here. They get to 8. They can play that as a 5/5, and I'd really like to have my disenchant. So let's start here. I guess we can attack first. Oh, we need to draw the Strongbow, that's right. So next turn we really hope to draw land. And there's no real reason to play Disenchant because we've got good blocks. So... up. We can Disenchant to block with it though and surprise them. Pass to attackers. I like leaving this back to block the Mutt. Definitely starts here. And then the question is... well, I guess they don't have anything right now to block, so it should be a good time to do the Scrapwork cohort. And that gives us something to blow up with Strongbow. Because the Scrapwork cohort's much worse if they have that 1/1 untapped. And I guess I'll just go for the 2 damage, because like we do have the 1/1 to trade. Double strike, alright. Alternatively, we could have played the Thopter. Trade 1/1s. More beneficial to me after I play Strongbow, but I have the Power Stone token up. Very few of the MTGA streamers I watch are online at 2 p.m. That may be the point. For US viewers, you're often only getting the watch at work or not at work crowd. Would be interesting to dig in for MTGA stats specifically. Yeah, that would be. It would be interesting to see. Hitting for 4. Okay, what do they got? I think I sacrificed the Power Stone here in response. Could sacrifice 2 things and put them at 5. We'll just let it go after that. Just take the 1 damage from the Power Stone. Interesting. So they can give it double strike. Military discipline is almost lethal. If I had gone for the 2 damage by sacrificing the combat thresher, we would have just drawn lethal. And if they do have removal for combat thresher, we in trouble. But we'll keep it just in case they play a flyer or we need it to sneak a little bit more damage through. That's not removal for the flyers, looking good. MTG Nerd Girl, yeah, I mean, but she's a full-time streamer, right? Like, she's on all the time. If they have Whirling Strike here, they could give it double strike, so... but that would... I mean, we'd be kind of screwed there anyway because of the trample. What other things could there be? Double removal. They do have 2 cards left. I feel like the safe thing to do is block the Chain Dancer. Yeah, the double strike can definitely catch people off guard with military discipline and combat thresher. And we have a... We end up with 3? Or am I just running 2? Just running 2, okay. Yeah, ultimately the deck feels alright. Great, but alright. Alright, 3-drop, 3-drop, 3-drop. That's what our deck is gonna do. Frontliner, okay. We get to play our bombs, though, if we make it to turn 3. Didn't turn 2, which is huge. Removing Foundry with Excavation Explosion is tempting, but we don't have a 2-drop to take advantage of the Power Stone. So I think I'm just gonna slam down the Dragon Engine and pray they don't have removal in black. Excuse me. I mean, they do hit us for 4. Please don't have removal. Somehow, don't have removal. Because putting +1/+1 and fire breathing on Phyrexian Dragon Engine is going to be so amazing. Oh! Oh my god! So they hit us for 6, but we hit them for 8. Could be Excavation Explosion on their 3/2. Because they can't block well anyway. But I think we just go for... it. Becomes a dragon. Is it already a dragon? It is a Phyrexian dragon. I say we race them. They didn't have removal for it. Maybe they didn't feel like it was worth it. Because, like, that threatens lethal next turn. If they don't have removal, we just win. No removal? No removal? No, they had Power Stone Fracture. Okay. Chaplain and Harvester doesn't feel very bad here. Since we're starved on white, playing a white card is important. This is something we can play more readily. Strong Bowls. So we have a ton of those anyway. And Vigilance with the Draconic Destiny is not bad. The problem is that it's white. I'm going to take the 2-drop here. Their Power Stone could be they're going to play something. Or we could just try to race them damage. It's just that 5 damage is a little too... Well, like, they've got the advantage because they get to attack first. Maybe we should have taken 2 so that we could attack with Draconic Destiny. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, target creature gains flying until end of turn. I think we can have, like... We can not worry too much about that. I think what we do is we start threatening flyers. I think we play the Vanguard. Thopter. Go for hitting for 5 next turn. Oh, the Thopter gives plus. That's interesting. And then we play Chaplain. Hopefully we draw land. And so we can play Chaplain and, like... Getting a 3/2 Vigilance online, though, is going to be good. Trick is almost exclusively best of 3, so you may not have as much conflict there as you think if you're sticking with best of 1. That's interesting. I hadn't thought about that. But you know, like Isaiah pretty much streams in the time slot that I would like to, and he's a great drafter in best of one. Echo Bravo tends to stream similar time. Let's just hope that they're slow, like too slow here. They're debating about whether or not to unearth here. Because I'm gonna kill you. We can Power Stone for the Foundry though. Okay, this is Toit. Vanguard, okay. Nice. Okay. So if I hit him for 5, they go to 7. Draconic Destiny threatens lethal. We have to be careful of lethal from them as well. I think this start here. And then we've got a 3/3 that can block, which is pretty sweet. We could pump for 3 more damage. It would be a total of 8. And if it was a total of 9, it would be great because it would set up the next thing for explosion. And since we have the 3/3 blocker flyer, it's either explosion or it's another. Oh, you know what it is? It's Airlift Chaplain, right? Because if they have an answer for Draconic, and we're still lethal as long as they don't play a flyer. So we do this and we don't take whatever it is. Now they have to remove a flyer. We just have to live a turn. Got lethal so many different ways. Hopefully they remove Vanguard. I think that's good enough. They've got 1, 2, 3. Okay, so yeah, there goes Vanguard. Oh, I lose my Draconic Destiny. Ah, I got exiled. Okay, so that triggers the flying and the 3. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? 2, 4, 7, 8. That was close. I think there, if we had decided to remove one of their attackers, like if we had played the explosion here, I think it would have been a bad mistake. Because they would have removed that with remorse. Wouldn't have had the flyer, would have been a 2-1 against the 2-1 and the 1-1-1. Would have been a much grindier situation. So, as long as they had to spend enough mana to remove our threat, I think it was the right choice. We win! Always create, look for situations that you can create double lethal. They had to answer the Draconic, and then they also had to kill a flyer. Clutch! 3-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop, ooh. Alright, well, we're not gonna do anything until we're like, Okay. It's not great. Thus is the problem with having a giant icicle on 3. I would mulligan, but like, what are we looking for that's different than this, right? We're just gonna mull into a bunch of 3-drops. So, at least here we can play Strong Bull. And then we've got a bunch of, like, it's not bad. This blocks Infiltrator pretty well. And then we've got 3 things of removal, can't complain on that. Yeah, Icicle on 3 is okay. Oh! Oh! They have a combat trick. Whirling Strike? Yeah, they could have had Moment of Defiance as well. Which I hope they attack here and use it against the 1/1, because that would be spectacular. Four cards left. They could sacrifice Bitter Reunion here to give Infiltrator no dice. Alright. We don't want to play our Thraxodemon in black-red. Is that worth hitting with an explosion? And it's pretty key. Thraxodemon's definitely a sack outlet, a repeating sack outlet. So that's a choice. Could also play the Chaplain, but I think we want to get some Power Stones going on here. I like holding back the 1/1. Now they could play something and give it haste off of Bitter Reunion. Sack it and give it haste. Yeah! Is 3 damage worth blocking? Next turn, we're guaranteed to be able to play Cohort. Probably would rather have the multiple block option for Infiltrator. We're on the back foot again. It's nice that we're going to be able to remove Strong Bull here. Now I could play the Chaplain. But we have 6 mana, so we're going to be able to Prison Sentence and then play the Chaplain next turn, and I'd rather just be able to hit for the damage. Create the 1/1 so that we can block the Infiltrator. Pull a trick. Feels okay. And then the question becomes about whether or not we use Prison Sentence on Infiltrator. The answer is no. It doesn't attack well. None of this attacks well. So we can just play Chaplain here. Hit a 3-drop. Chaplains into Chaplains! Oh my god, it's happening! Look at that late game value. Any advantage to holding Mountain in this deck? No, in fact, actually, there's probably not. Probably disadvantage, because if we get the Phyrexian Dragon Engine, Combat Thresher, etc. Like, the more mana that we have out, the better. So, other than bluffing purposes. Strong Bull with this cannon fodder is going to be insane. Oh! No! Oh my god, that was huge! Gruesome realization. Yeah, that was huge. I'm not a big fan of realization, but like against my deck, against white, I think it's a good sideboard card in best of 3. Or bitter reunions. We can block. So if they go to 4, I'd have to sacrifice both Power Stones to block the Infiltrator. Here's my pet card. I've decided that's my favorite card in the set. It's so undervalued. I haven't played black a lot, but like, I love that card. Prison Sentence here with the Scry would have been really nice. Top deck, hero, let's go. Shy 1. Strong Bulls are still pretty decent on good attack. They don't have good blocks. They don't have good attacks. Sacrifice 2 things. I'm at 6 HP. I think we can attack with 1 Strong Bull here. Keep the other one back. We want to be able to sack 2 though, so that's the issue, is if they block it, if they chump block it with the Scrapwork Cohort, then Infiltrator... Oh, but an Infiltrator can't attack because of Combat Threshold. Alright, yeah, I think I can attack here once. If they play a haste creature, I'm in. Should just take the 2 damage. What we really need to do is top deck Phyrexian Dragon Engine. Or Draconic Destiny. Draconic Destiny on Combat Thresher is delicious. Maybe we should be chillin'. If they have removal for Combat Thresher, it feels really bad. Harvester, okay, fine with that. That's another 3. I only have 1 sack trigger. They could... Okay, I see what they're debating is whether or not they sack it now. Because they can hit me for 4 and puts me to 2. So attacking here was bold, especially with the Bitter Reunion. Probably shouldn't have. Destroy target non-artifact creature. Okay, so now that's lethal, right? Because I attacked. Oops. Shouldn't have attacked. I forgot about Bitter Reunion giving them haste. So it wasn't like they needed to play a haste creature to do this. And if we had block, if I'd had the second Strong Bull, we'd be able to block here and not die. We'd still take 4 damage. But it was a bad attack. That's on me. I was like, well, they had to top deck a haste creature. No, they don't. They can give all of their stuff haste right there. What am I smoking? Oof, Bolgan. We're missing white. We have 3 white cards that are very important to us. Okay, that's better. Probably... Ooh, man, which one? What do you throw back here? Probably Whirling Strike. The Whirling Strike is really fun on Dragon Engine. You know, the greedy play, because we don't have a 4-drop, is to discard a land. Are we going first? Wait, how do I check if I'm going first? Dang it, I didn't see if I'm going first. We have we have till turn 3 to draw a land. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get punished for it. Ah, never punished. They also had a slow start. They're not playing anything until turn 3, so that's great for us. Could disenchant their Power Stone. Removal check. Do you have an explosion in hand, or are you like me and have no removal? I guess I could remove it with disenchant. Darth Catch. Okay. I only discarded 1, too, instead of 2. They don't have a lot of land over there. But that was definitely a bit of a punishing move. Kinda like the Harvester. Hold up Disenchant. As well as the Discipline. But I think I'm gonna go with the Strong Bull, hold up Military Discipline. Now if we can empty our hand, when we hit 5 here, we get to draw 3 cards off of it. Pretty nice. The only problem here is that if they have a combat trick, we 2-for-1 ourselves. I'm gonna go for it. Nice, they didn't have anything. That's great. All right, hopefully they're working up to play a giant artifact creature here. Basically out of gas, though. They really need to slam something big here. That's not big. Sprite. So they're mostly green splashing some stuff. Ping for 1, right? Sacrifice an artifact that we don't have. I do think that they're going for something big and beefy here. I do think I'm going to save the disenchant for it. Kind of waiting around for it's kind of annoying, but offer the 2 for 1. Seems okay. Could have been Dragon Engine was correct there, but yeah, there it is. And we just hope they don't have too many of those. The problem is the life gain is so hard to make it back from. One land and we can play Combat Thresher. They can start pumping the crap out of Sprite. We've got decent filtering if we draw land, though. We can use Bitter Reunion. Dang it. That sucks. They don't have enough to pump Sprite, at least. One shy. Down to 1 card. Gonna gamble and discard the plains here. We draw a mountain or a plains, we'll be able to play both. I think I just need a filter. Phew, wow, okay, yeah. Okay. I could also sack the Bitter Reunion to give the haste. Just 1 shy on that. See what 3-drop we hit. Now, Strong Bowl is a better blocker for the 2/2, but we can't block it anyway, so we'll go with the Thopter, which can pressure in the air better. And the race is on. What are they going to top deck? Permanents you control. Each artifact in your graveyard has Unearth with Boulder Branch? That's too much damage. Wait, but you're leaving me with a 4. Wait, attacking with Sprite can't be right. Oh, because I can't block it with an artifact creature. 8 go to 7. No, that's too much damage. What other artifacts do they have? So that's their one synergy with it. Do we have... I guess actually I did have Bitter Reunion. Do we have anything now that's worth holding on? Oh? Okay. Let's just go with the no bluffs here then. They hit me for 8. They're at 22 HP. They're gonna go to 4. All of my stuffs are artifacts. I'd have to sacrifice 2 artifacts to be able to do this. We could do. To have that, I would need to have 2 mana up, and we have 9. So I attack with the 2/1 flyer here. And then play out. And if it was closer, if they hadn't played 2 Boulder Branch and they were at 8 HP, I could have sacrificed the Bitter Reunion to slam dunk on their face. So everything's got Ward, Sacrifice, a permanent. Yeah, we need an answer for Sprite. Do I have an answer for a big Sprite? Do we still have Prison Sentence? We still have Prison Sentence, and we still have Soul Partition. Soul Partition would slow them down. Add time to Flood. Come on, it's your turn to top deck lands in a row. You've got enough of a board here. Four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Plus sacking everything here is 15. And that's if we were to find a removal from Mishra. Won't. I think we just block the 6 damage here with the Blast Runner. Oh, could I have killed it? If I had sacked both of these artifacts, this would have become a 4, 7. I could have wiped all of my artifacts to multiple block the hell out of the Sprite. Don't think that would have been worth it, though. We need to draw Draconic Destiny. That's our way back into this game. Okay, it's not bad. They're going to pump at the end of the turn. It doesn't really matter if I use their for any reason, so I have to sacrifice a permanent to do this, and I'll just sacrifice the plains. Seems fine. Could bounce their 4/4. Need to be closer to lethal. This is looking like a loss. This is looking like a loss. I get one more turn out of it if I wait, right? But if they draw hexproof, then I'm toast. But no, because it can't attack next turn anyway, and they just replay it. So it would be the same. Unless they're gonna pump. One, two, three, four. Ah, they drew the land, so they have enough to pump it. Oh! Oh my god, there's hope. There's hope, and they don't have reach. So I just have to not die. Oh my god, that was huge. That was absolutely huge. Alright, what do we put it on? We put it on Scrapwork Cohort for maximum damage, right? And then we pump for 7. Do we have lethal? If we don't have lethal, Strongbow can sack. Let's just pump before I screw something up. I go to 1 HP. They've got 1 turn to kill me. What did they top deck? Bobble. Bobble. Okay. So they can pump. So Strongbull's gotta do it. Oh, they can unearth it. Okay. Can't pump twice or anything. They have, no, I mean, this is just block the sprite, or we hold back the Strongbull because it's another sack outlet. This here with 7 for 6. I think that's good enough. Keep back our Strongbull. Shouldn't they have attacked more aggressively? Whew! Draconic Destiny for the win. Card is nice. Pray for lands. Nice. Oh, even nicer that they didn't play a card here. I think I just like getting the Dragon Engine because if they play something, we explosion, and then we hit for 4, it's just a ton of... Oh, I missed out on a damage. Alright. Punt. Mini punt initiated. Okay, so if they end the game at 1 HP, I know why. Dang it. Scrap work is unfortunate to see here. Still can attack pretty well. And I probably attack with the Vanguard too, just for the military discipline trick. Depending on, or maybe I save it for the Phyrexian. We can get it through. See how they block. Alright, they're up to 5. I mean, we're hitting for 9 damage next turn. 10, 11. I can sack. Okay, there's the Cinder Maw. Dang it, short one. Soul Partition or Prison Sentence. Let's see. We draw a land next turn and we'd have 5. Soul Partition is better early on, worse later in the game. It hits him for 2 right here. We have all of the lethal, as long as they can't 2-spell. Looks like maybe they can 2-spell. Hopefully they blitz Hound. Blitz the Mutt. Ooh, epic confrontation. Dang it! Oh, now I wish I hadn't done that. They're still dead. Wow, we drew all of our combat tricks that game. That was like guaranteed to be great. And Dragon Engine solo like single-handedly won us the game, so. Alright, let's not make the mistake this time of missing the damage on Phalanx. Alright, we're up against blue-red. Ooh, Sky Strike Officer. We need a removal for that. And we drew it. Let's go. This time we'll play it first. Oh, I was supposed to do that in response to them doing the Stern Lesson. We knew that they were... I did that in the wrong order, right? Like, they could have just been like, alright, well that's just doubly dead now. But they needed a Stern Lesson anyway. So, almost made a mistake there. Jumped the gun. Well, when Phyrexian Dragon Engine untaps, putting Draconic Destiny on it was going to be insanity. Had enough of that. How many games have we had Vanguard and Dragon Engine? They had to mold at 6. That's good. All racy damage. Get rid of those lands. Disenchant. Against blue, red. Doesn't feel good enough. It is our one thing of interaction, though. There are a fair amount of artifacts in blue-red. I'm gonna go with bottoming both, though. They got 2 cards left. Let's see if the disenchant was a good choice or not. No! Bomb! No! This threatens more damage. This is a blocker. They can pump it next turn for 7. if these were untapped. Okay, so we sacrifice Bitter Reunion. Get a 3-2. Ooh, they top deck. They had a land. Hopefully they have another land in hand, maybe? They hit for 12. Or, sorry, for 8. Okay, get rid of Dragon. Okay, so that's 2, 6, 9, 12 damage, so they can't attack. Okay, so that makes it 8 damage, and now they're no longer dead. It's really... I mean, they know that I can do Reconstructed Thopter, too. So I think it still might be lethal. They can block 7 of the damage, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10. Counted 10, even if they don't attack. Right? Because this is 4 damage. Let's say they block this as 3 damage. So 3, 4, 5... Wait, so 3, 4, 5, 6 from that. 7, 8, 9, 10. And they have no cards in hand, so as long as this hits a... we make this into a 2-2. Is it safer to just do the Strong Bowl? And the Flyer? No, the Flyer's okay. I think it's exactsies. Woo! That was close. Alright, so we can't play Draconic Destiny. Feels okay, though. Draconic Destiny on Combat Thresher. If we hit a land, we definitely ditch it with Bitter Reunion. Slow him down. No discard, huh? That's interesting. Oh, red. Oof. That Whirling Strike, though. That's a trick. Welcome. That's... Oh! Let the shenanigans begin. I think they would have had removal for the Thresher. Anyway, we get Draconic Destiny back in hand. So, like, let's just start pumping the gas, right? This is the dream. Worst thing here would be like an arrest or something like that, because then we don't get our Draconic Destiny back. We can sack it with Strong Bull. Otherwise, we hit them for 12 damage next turn. Slippy Hippie, I'm sorry, man. Combat Thresher into Draconic Destiny is just not... That's not great. Power Stone Engineer? Uh-oh. That's not removal. They could have like a disenchant or something. Like, it's definitely not over. They have an instant of some sort. We may have a blowout on our hands, but we may be blown out. Okay. Reach, trample, hexproof, and indestructible. Interesting. Can give it trample. Ooh, wait. +1, +0. So these are all no life gains. So... Okay. Means it dies. So if we were to just pump the crap out of it right now, it wouldn't do any damage to face, and it's not gonna die. I mean, it's always gonna die. So that does slow things down. Well, what do you mean hold up? They did for the reach, right? Like, we're still racing them really well. Put him in a 1 HP next turn. Or do we know we have lethal? Because this is, oh, it's the same as pumping it with the dragon. They could Boulder Branch here, and we might not be able to race it. They've got a, I mean, welcome with all of these 3 or less. I mean, they're filtering through their deck quite nicely. So Whirling Strike was meant for this, though. And then I guess we discard. Or I guess we continue to pump because Excavation Explosion, just like, that's enough damage. I want to save Bitter Union. They didn't block. I think if they have it, they have it. I'll bite. Off of Boulder Branch because they have Flash. That's right. Interesting they didn't save the Boulder Branch for here, though, or they could have gained more life off of it. So if they have a second Boulder Branch, that's just game. They can block 3 damage. The rest is trample, though. We're looking at 8. 5 damage from that. We've got 3 damage directly with Excavation Explosion. Excavation Explosion and blow up the Power Stone is also lethal. Not sure there's a lifelink trick. Wait, what are they? They gotta leave the Liberator back, otherwise, yeah, okay. What? I'm just dead, right? So if I attack, they've got removal for it. If they do have removal for it, then I'm dead anyway. Because even if I remove all of their stuff, like this is just, it's all or nothing here. See if they're planning on flashing something. Slippy hippies make me nervous. Final boss with their shenanigans. What were they thinking? I don't know what they had. What could they have had? Some sort of combat trick that like untaps so that they can block or something? I don't know. But we did it! We hit the trophy! It's been a bit. It was a dry spell, man. But it feels good to be back. But thank you for joining me today. I'm going to try to make Fridays a guaranteed 3 draft day and go a little bit long because I have a little bit more time on Fridays. So Monday is going to be the Peeps and Keeps tournament. Wednesday is going to be the Draft Club tournament. And then Friday is going to be a guaranteed long stream. Tuesdays and Thursdays, therefore, are going to be a little bit shorter. That's the general schedule as of now. And thank you, Shadowy Presence, for joining me today and posting your God tier deck. I look forward to looking at it. Ignore the Discord name. Okay, will do. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. And I'll catch y'all Monday, 2 p.m. Pacific. Also, YouTube. My trophy decks, the decks that I trophied with earlier on, I finally got around to editing, and they will be posted. And if you want my thoughts on, we also on Tuesday, every Tuesday, a guide goes out on a specific archetype. So if you have a specific archetype that you would like to see, be sure to let me know before the weekend, because I start working on my guides and then post them on Tuesday. So If you have a specific archetype you want me to look at and give my thoughts on, let me know. I'd be happy to do it. And yeah, that's it. Have a good weekend, everybody.